name is Miguel de Narvaez. I'm advertiser, marketer, and most of all, music producer, composer, and a real fan of great brands and of great music and TV novels and anything that sounds, I love it. That's Miguel de Narvaez. What I find most interesting of composing is the unexplainable connection with God. It's really fantastic when these ideas come from I don't know where, and you start to play and you start to understand many things that you probably wouldn't even imagine you would do. So that's what I like the most, is trying to interpret what God gives to me in order to play it to the humanity. Well, my company, Sonido Comercial, actually is one part of a small conglomerate called Miguel de Narvaez Música y Estrategia. Since I'm an advertiser and a musician, I brought the advertising techniques and how the workflow works in an advertising agency. Bring it to a musical production company was definitely a change, a new asset in Colombia. Creating a jingle is quite complex. So in the process of creating the jingle comes the client, the product, the ad agency, the creatives, and then the music. So for us to write music in advertising, we have to understand perfectly all this chain and where the communication comes from, and what do the product wants to communicate, how do they want it to be heard, where people are going to see it, experiment the product. The main challenges when you write a jingle are, first of all, understanding what the brand wants to communicate and where the audience would be or the consumer would be, and what do they like. When you understand these two things, you have to write a jingle that has both of these ideas. So picking up the perfect talents to interpret this brief, this idea, this script is fundamental. And that's when you finally, when you hear a jingle, you find it lovely, because that person that's singing to you or that music that you're hearing matches with the brand, matches with your hopefully loved brand. The most challenging fact around the Ara jingle was how to interpret a happy brand, how to interpret a popular brand, how to interpret a brand that wants to be in the heart of each little city in Colombia, of each little street, and it becomes a part of so many people that have Ara hopefully and happily in their zone. So when you have to traduce all this, it can't be music from the North Coast or from the Pacific Coast or from the center. It has to be a little bit more global. Well, Ara is one brand. A-R-A is happy, is glad. You open your face when you say Ara. You say this, see this guacamaya in the logo. It's very colored and it comes to life. So Colombia is that. Colombia, we have a lot of genres, we have a lot of different accents. So we wanted to make Ara one jingle also, like Ara, it's one brand. And how to do it? Mixing all of this in one tune, but with a very neutral singing, so people felt it like it is from their zone and it belongs to their zone and to their street, and with a very catchy jingle. So when people hear the Ara song, they repeat it a lot. And they say, hey, play it again because I wanted to keep singing this. And it's very, very fun to see people in buses and in advertising, in radios, and you keep seeing people singing Ara as if it's their own. I loved when we wrote the music, the song for Ara, and because coming from a Portuguese company, Jerónimo Martins, I really was curious what they would think about our singing, our melody, our jingle, and how we expressed Ara in music. And when we received the feedback from Jerónimo Martins, and they say, man, we love this song, this expression, what you're communicating, how you integrated music with the image and the logo and all these things. It was lovely. It was so refreshing for not only me, but for all the people that work with me, because we are a lot of people here that work for Ara with great passion and with love.